That's us right now. That's us. We're in baseball hell. The complete, absolute insanity has continued. And here we are. Here we are. Burning in baseball hell. Once again, the Twins lose to the Astros 4-1. As painful as it is, let's go through this real quick. I'm going to give some thoughts, and then just forget this ever happened. All right, so first inning, Twins, bases loaded, 1 out, great situation. Eddie Rosario absolutely hits one on the screws. It is caught damn near a double play. Twins do not get anything out of this inning because Miguel Sano grounds out. I mean, hey, he put it in play at least. Not a terrible at bat. It was a bang play. It was reviewed. He was out. Twins got nothing, but they did bleed a lot of pitches out of Greinke. They were taking really nice plate appearances. It kind of felt like a good momentum-building inning. Of course, that is not how it went. The Twins' only run of the game scores on this play, misplayed by Reddick. Kepler comes all the way from first base to score. They got a 2-out walk, and then this run scores on a great slide by Kepler. He gets around. Really, this shouldn't have been a run. That shouldn't have scored Kepler from first. If Reddick makes an all right play, and that's the only run they scored all game. That's my main takeaway, is the problem with this game mainly is that the Twins offense was not around. There wasn't any Twins offense. But what made things worse is not only did the guys not hit, there were 2 gigantic fielding miscues that resulted in both of the Astros scoring chances, essentially. So here's Marwin Gonzalez. This ball's hit right at him. This is not a very hard hit ball. 2 outs. This is the number 9 hitter. You make this play, you're out of the inning. You don't make this play, you extend the inning. A guy gets in a scoring position, and the top of their lineup comes up. This is a huge play, and it's hit almost right at Marwin Gonzalez. The broadcast crew kind of gave him an out, and we're like, oh, it's a tough play. It's the hot corner. That was not that. That was not a hard hit ball. That was almost right at Marwin Gonzalez. You have to expect a major league third baseman to make that play. I'm sorry. You have to. Terrible. And of course, Springer puts a ground ball at the middle. I mean, that's not a hard hit ball. Tyler Duffy, you can't blame Tyler Duffy for that. That's how that inning ended. They get a run. A couple ground balls made that happen. Of course, this is the most frustrating part because this is where the lead changed hands. I don't know why there's so much Romo hate. Okay, I get it's probably built up some over his last few poor outings, but this dude got the job done. If Jorge Polanco does his job, and look at how this situation even came about. Okay, bloop single to center. Okay, that's not a hard hit ball. Bloop single to center. That's not a hard hit ball. Okay. So that's how this rally got started. And then Romo retires the next 2 guys. So he's on his way out of this, getting this to a tie game in the bottom of the 9th inning. That's where everything goes wrong. Again, this is as routine as it gets. You have to make this play. For the Twins offense to not show up is one thing in itself to get frustrated about. For them to play that poorly in the field is just mind-blowing. Just mind-blowing that they could make 2 poor plays in such huge circumstances. And then it's not like the Astros, it's not like they had a bomb here either, you know? Like I said, I still feel like Romo pitched his way out of it. That should have been the 3rd out there that Polanco misplayed. Yeah, he goes and he does walk Altuve here. The only pitch I have a problem with is once you get, he's moving him off the plate here, that sets up that pitch. Once you get here to 2-2, okay, you got to consider, this is Jose Altuve. He literally has the smallest strike zone in baseball, okay, because he's tiny. You can tell, obviously. Tiny guy, tiny strike zone. That's the way it works. So when you're in this situation where you have nowhere to put him, and it's 2-2, I do have a problem with this pitch. And I don't think, Romo wasn't meaning to bounce it in there, but you need to execute. You can't go to a full count here. With Altuve at the plate, you need to make him put the ball in play. And then again, tiny strike zone, tiny guy, tiny strike zone. I get that Romo was frustrated and Avila was trying to frame this thing because that is a strike to most major league batters because most major league batters aren't as short as Jose Altuve. But that is easily a ball, as we can see on the screen here. You can't get to that point. However, it all goes back to those defensive miscues. That is the story along with the hitting to me. The Twins didn't hit enough. The Twins didn't field. They created these opportunities. The Astros only scored in 2 innings. That Marwin Gonzalez play was with 2 outs. That Jorge Polanco play was with 2 outs. If you make both those plays, the Astros get shut out in this game. That's what it comes down to me. Just another one. Just another gut punch of a game. And, they're back at it tomorrow. Jose Barrios is on the mound. He's got to execute. Guys have to execute. We saw, luckily, Taylor Rogers, who's a guy who's lost a lot of faith, Twins fans have. He came out and he was Taylor Rogers. He got the job done when he was asked to perform in a tough situation. Inherited a runner on base, got around it. This is when your guys need to show up. This is when guys need to execute. Jose Barrios is supposed to be the ace of this team. Obviously, Kenta Maeda blew past him this year. But that's what Jose Barrios is supposed to mean for this franchise. Jose wants to be the guy. He wants to be the guy. So he's got his opportunity tomorrow. Let's see it. Got to deliver. And then Bat's got to get going.